I've already filmed this once, and I have to film it again. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I promise you, I will cry.
Just like
Hey guys, it's Moose. Wait, let me make sure this is recording first. I'm going to be doing a part 2 to my last video where I was reading creepy subreddits because I just like reading it, but this time I'm only doing one story because, well, last time was very long and I don't feel like editing that much again because it is a late night and I have school tomorrow. So yeah. This one is called, it doesn't really have a title, it's more of like just a thing. I'm a retired police officer. I have some stories to share with you. I'm going to share a few stories with you, one by one though, because if I was overwhelmed, I have a feeling you kids will be too. I retired from the office I retired from the office, yeah, definitely. I retired from the force 10 years ago at the ripe age of 50. I'll begin with a story from my 20 years as a police officer that has stuck with me like a thorn. January 17th, 1994. We got a call about a woman who had locked herself in the bathroom. She said her boyfriend was trying to kill her. My partner Juan and I arrived to a dimly lit house at the end of the street. The lamppost flickered incessantly and the wind occasionally danced in the trees and bushes. The clouds were thick and the air was ice cold. We took position at the front door, which porch ceiling sounded its numerous wind chimes at the slightest gust. "Police, open up!" Juan proceeded to kick the door open with all the force he could muster. We scanned the house downstairs. Clear. "You hear that?" I asked. Juan looked upstairs. We both heard gentle cries of a woman. They were so quiet, so subtle, that it seemed concealed in the room behind a door. "Thought she was in the bathroom," Juan said. We slowly made our way up the house's curved staircase with our guns drawn. "Ma'am, it's okay," I began. "You're safe now. No one's gonna hurt you." The crying stopped abruptly, as if someone hit pause. Then it started again abruptly. "But he's still here," the woman replied, making a shuffling noise behind the bathroom door. My partner and I checked the entire house. "No one is here, ma'am. You're safe." The front door of the house slammed shut. Juan and I gave each other a frightened gaze, and I could notice his brow sweating despite the cold night. I used my hand to gesture for him to take a look. Juan stood from atop the stairs and looked down at the front door. "Just the wind," he said with a reassuring expression. "Probably," I joined. Then a gentle voice came from inside the bathroom. "Are you sure, Officer Bradley?" The woman asked. The entire night at the scene, neither me or my partner mentioned each other's names out loud. "Ma'am, what did you say?" Juan became agitated. "Okay, step back. I'm kicking in." "No, hold on. She might be sitting right by the door, and I don't want to hurt her." "Officer Bradley, tell Juan that if he touches this door, I will visit his family at the late hours of night and break a door down of my own." The woman's voice was an octave deeper. I had never understood the expression "white as a ghost" until that very night, until I saw my horrified face of my partner at those sinister words. I couldn't stop from kicking in that bathroom door this time. But when he did, we found nobody inside. There wasn't a window above the shower through which an escape or another door to go through. And yet, we were both certain that we had just a full conversation with the woman behind the door. We scanned the entire house, including the backyard, one last time, inch by inch. Nothing. Now, this is the part of the story I haven't told anyone yet. Not even Juan. He and I were disturbed enough, so I didn't want to tell him about what I'm about to tell you. When we left the house, I told Juan that I'd drive back to the station that night. He probably thought I didn't notice, but his hands were shaking too much for him to be able to drive back safely. He doesn't drink coffee. As I reversed the cruiser on the street, Juan couldn't even look at the house, but I did, and I sincerely wished I didn't. My eyes squinted through the thick darkness between me and the garbage can near the house to see a black figure kneeling by the gate, as if watching us leave. And as we finally began to drive away, As the house became more and more distant in the rear view mirror, the figure slowly stood itself up. And I swear, even today, that as it stood up, its head slightly peeked over the roof of that 2-story house. And that's the end. That was creepy. Yeah. I hope you guys liked that. And if you did, leave a like. If you like my content, subscribe, and if you are subscribed, click that notification bell so you know every time I post. All my social media links are down below. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Sincerely, Moose. In the trees and bushes. The clouds were thick and the air